Mm. Julie Garcia, what's up, man? Crazy, crazy. So I found out about a half hour ago, kinda, and literally minutes before they, like minutes after they posted and announced that he died. Old school. That's what I said too. Like we just lost Ozzy because he was huge in the rock industry. Like it's Ozzy Osbourne, and here we are with Hulk Hogan. Like this isn't just somebody that's like, oh, we'll just create a 5 second video package and that's it. No, this ain't your typical wrestler slash legend because Hulk Hogan did pretty much define what wrestling is today. A lot of people wouldn't be wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I don't care what anybody says. It's a true given fact. Hulk Hogan was the first face of WWE when they were known as WWF back then. That was Vince McMahon's guy. That was Vince McMahon's father's guy because he was the face of WWE back then, in the 70s, 80s, all that stuff. And he's like the John Cena of like how it is today. So it's like if John Cena was to die today, that's how it like is. And this is Hulk Hogan. Like yes, he got old, right? He got old. He was 71, and I understand with his racial slurs and things like that. I've seen terrible comments under posts of people saying, "Oh, good riddance." Oh, he deserved like. First of all, nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves it. Hulk Hogan didn't. People acting like he committed a huge crime. Is people forgetting that Vince McMahon literally said the N word on live television, and yet people still cheered for this guy? Oh, but when it came to Hulk Hogan, like I get it, he was big into politics. He's Hulk Hogan. The racial slur thing, I didn't agree with it, but it happened. It happened, and you know, I'm I'm sure he like did regret it. We all live in regret. You know. Uh, so Hulk Hogan's hair, like his blonde hair days. Hulk Hogan is the main character of WWE. WrestleMania 3 Hogan versus Andre is what made the industry what it is today. Exactly. Exactly. He was the same age as your grandpa. Your grandpa passed away in April 26th. Oh, wow. Oh, condolences to you, Julian Garcia. Yeah, it's just shocking. It's shocking for the wrestling world today because Hulk Hogan was the immortal, you know? Man, this week has been crazy. That was just crazy. Like, I know people can't even wrap their heads around it. I called my friend Julian, I called Frank, and we're all like, what? Wow, this week has just been insane. Psh, you ain't kidding. the boogeyman. What's going on is right. This is the time, to get right with God, because life is short. You know, because here, me and Frank were thinking, like, we thought at least Hulk Hogan would have another 10 years, before he would go. But no, that's not the case. Hulk Hogan, he's gone. Even Ric Flair is still alive. Yes, like, I know, like, back then they all did like drugs and all that, but Hulk Hogan definitely did steroids, and I know he did take drugs. He died of cardiac arrest, so that part's like not a shocker. It's just a shocker that he just died. Um, but I know he was doing better. He was doing his beer thing, and I don't know. Hopefully, nothing happens to the Undertaker. Oh yeah. Well, Undertaker's clean, so we still need Undertaker around. Very true. Damn, Hulk was a believer. Yes, yes, Wes, yes. And Hulk Hogan haters will now say that they love him, and then he passed away. Exactly, exactly. That's how shady people are. Somebody did say that on a comment under a picture, and somebody said, "Oh, go f yourself," blah blah blah. And I commented to that person. I'm like, "But that guy is right, though. The people do those things all the time. It's ridiculous. That's what you call two-faced." What's gonna happen to his promotion? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All I just know is that WWE better give this man a proper uh, a proper night dedicated to him. With See, this is why I want Frank. If you guys remember Frank, my best friend, uh, it's been a while since we saw each other, but we FaceTime each other all the time. And he was saying, like, WWE should just dedicate a whole night just for Hulk Hogan. Make the ring red and yellow, even the ropes yellow, red, or whatever, like, with his colors, and just do a whole night dedicated for Hulk Hogan. And I'm like, yes, absolutely, I agree. And throughout the night, give us video package, because this guy did define wrestling of what it is today. Like, somebody said, if it wasn't for that WrestleMania match, WrestleMania 2 or 3, when it was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, that defined Immortals. That defined what WrestleMania is about, what wrestling is about. Hulk Hogan was that guy, you know? Now I agree with what I said about seeing Hogan's Real American Beer ad. I get it, Ultra. I get it. Those fans are probably sad right now. Yep. Hogan was a real American. Yes, he was. Yes, he really was. He stood for what this country is about. When they tried to recreate Hogan versus Andre, John Cena, Big Show, so yeah, it's funny. See, that's what I'm saying. John Cena is the Hogan of this era. Well, Cena is, this is last year, but still, it's crazy how these things are unfolding fast now in front of our eyes. We never thought we would lose Ozzy. Like, yeah, he got the disease that he got down with. Um, but the fact that he did his last concert like a few weeks ago, and now he's gone. Hulk Hogan, it was just random. Like, it came out of nowhere. Like, I just woke up to that. I'm like reading a text like Hulk Hogan passed away. I'm like, huh? Like, nah. I'm scrolling through everything. I'm like, no way. I wanted to see the vortex. You versus Hulk Hogan. This one there was no chance that would ever happen. Hey, you know what sucks? I always wanted to meet Hulk Hogan in person, and just to shake his hand and get an autograph from him. But fortunately that never happened. But I am fortunate enough I got to see him live a few times in person. I saw him at WrestleMania. I I saw him at SummerSlam. I think I did see him on the Monday Night Raw. And just to hear that theme music, it's like, man, that's the guy that defined wrestling, what it is. I heard Hogan has a shop. Yeah, he does actually. He does. He has. I think it's called the Hogan Surf Shop or Beach Shop, something like that. But yeah, it's in Florida. Who are your champions right now? Hulk Hogan right now is going to get all the belts as well. Yep, it's never going to happen. That's why they say. That's why they say live your life. Because life is short. Can you sing? Can you sing the Hogan figure video? Wait, what? Can I what? With all drugs, booze, alcohol in his lifetime, it was Parkinson's that took him out. Yep. Yep. Everything builds up over time. It builds up over time. And he could have stopped himself. But, time just caught on. It came too late. But hey, like, yeah, 71 for, like, Hulk Hogan is still. Like, this guy, people like me, I literally thought this guy would go, like, pass away in his late 80s or somewhere in the 90s. Like age. But 71, my grandpa, my abuelo, my grandfather just had a birthday and he is 85 years old. But he's a Christian man, God man, and all that stuff. So God is blessing him. But he does have dementia. Like he'll forget things and he'll repeat himself with things. But he remembers, people. So that's definitely a blessing. And that's why it's crazy. Exactly. You never know when. You never know when. That's why we're not promised tomorrow. So you gotta live life. Trust God, because trust me, He is real. Even if you don't believe in God, or if you're still like questioning your faith, I'll say this: go in a closet or somewhere that's private, even if it's in your car, or even if you go for a walk and you're just alone. Take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, and just pray to God. Like, God, if you are real, show me a sign. I guarantee you, He will show you a sign. No matter what it is, it could be the smallest little sign. And I've heard testimonies of people saying, like, God, give me a sign. And they got a sign. God reveals Himself in mysterious ways. That's the God He is. He's the God of mystery. But He's the God of miracles and God of impossible. And as a living human being, I've witnessed impossible things happen where no other human could let happen. That's why when it comes to people talking about God, it's like, well, yeah, you pray for something, but there's a reason why prayers haven't been answered. There's a reason why it's not happening right away. It takes time because God chooses people for different things for different reasons. And you gotta trust His timing because His timing is perfect. And then the other, and as somebody that witnessed this before, I could say it's true. Can you make a Hogan figure video? Like what kind of video? See, oh God, yep. You become a wise man, deem us respect, all glory to Jesus. I appreciate that, Wes. Not because it's true, we are in these times, we're not getting any younger. And like, yes, we don't as a Christian, we don't throw things in people's faces. Like there are people that do go beyond things where you can't force religion onto people, you know? That's why the Lord says just plant that little seed, he'll take care of the rest. Off topic, what did you think of Superman? Curious to know your thoughts. I didn't even see it yet. I didn't even watch it yet. There is a lot of ups and downs. Of course, I've been hearing on. Eventually, I will watch it, but probably not in theater. But I am gonna go see, of course, Fantastic Four. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today, tomorrow, or Saturday, but one of the three. And I'm excited for it. The reason why I'm excited for it because of Galactus. I'm really hoping we see Galactus more than ever. Don't just give me 5 minutes of him during a whole hour, 30-minute movie. Haven't watched um, led any superhero drama movie since I want to take a break from superhero movies in general. Off topic, but I think aliens caused 9/11. Oh my gosh. Oh, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we gotta see, Fantastic Four, because with this movie, it's it's supposed to be the start of leading up to Avengers Doomsday. So now with everything with this movie, uh man, I don't know. We gotta see what happens. Man, I can't believe the Hulk Hogan dead. I know. Destry, man. What? What does that mean? All it says to start at phase 6, as it should be, because there's a lot of hype around this movie, and I don't want to get uh too excited. I don't want to get my hopes up because Marvel has been like that, unfortunately, ever since after Endgame. So we gotta see what happens. Because ever since Endgame, yeah, we still had like movies and shows, but I think there's only been like 2 or 3 movies that I enjoyed that came out ever since after Endgame. I enjoyed Shang-Chi. That movie was actually awesome. And all right, the last Guardians of the Galaxy I did enjoy. That was actually pretty good. I did enjoy it. And of course Spider-Man. Or you know what? Yeah, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I just hope we get a peek of what Doom looks like in the end credits. We have to see something. We have to see something of Doctor Doom. Especially in Fantastic Four. All right, if he doesn't come in at the end of the movie, because I know it's focusing on with Galactus as it should, then Doctor Doom comes in. Um, and I heard, uh, like it's just a theory when we saw. All right, Thunderbolts. I did enjoy Thunderbolts. It was actually pretty good, or as they say, the new Avengers. Um, at the end credit, when we saw the Fantastic Four ship, somebody said, as a theory, they don't think that's the Fantastic Four. They think that's Doctor Doom in that ship. And I'm like, you know what? They might have a valid point, but we'll see what happens. So far, the only movie I'm anticipating for is Primitive War, as it's a dinosaur non-regular. And it will be better. I never heard of that dinosaur movie you're talking about. I did see Jurassic World Rebirth. I watched it illegally on the phone because you can stream stuff. I'm so glad I didn't waste money on that movie because that movie did suck. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry because I call it the lopsided dinosaur. That experimented dinosaur in the beginning. Like, all right, it was cool in the beginning, but then you don't see nothing till like a whole 45 minutes, 50 minutes into the movie, and it, I'm sorry, it's just you don't see no action for like almost a whole hour. And yeah, the part where they got to the ocean filled with the spinos, that was just garbage. I'm sorry, that was straight garbage. The only cool scene that I did like, and to me it was like cool and corny at the same time, was when they encountered T Rex and they had the raft. Eh, Like I'm sorry. I'm glad we have our OGs Jurassic Park movies. I'll stick with those. I'll keep those because they incredible. My personal favorite Jurassic Park is still Jurassic Park 3 with the real spinal dinosaur. Because other than that, today is just nah. And with that lopsided dinosaur that finally came at the end of the movie, I was expecting so much more than what we got. No, so makes it look nasty. I never watched Rebirth because of Dominion and Scarlett Johansson ruined it. Oh, I get it, yeah. What was your favorite Hogan moment other than NWO forming? Definitely Hogan versus Rock at WrestleMania. Both iconic, immortal wrestlers at their time. That was that was just phenomenal. Um, so definitely that because that's when I like started watching around wrestling, and yeah, I hate the addition of the family as I heard they were annoying and the Rash team ripped off the scenario from 2005 King Kong video game. Yeah, no, I get it because I'm sorry, everybody should have easily died in the movie. The way how they encountered T Rex and that lopsided dinosaur, like those two girls, I don't even remember what they were, sisters or whatever. It should have been dead, like long gone. Yeah, no, it has fallen down since Dominion. Yep, yep, yep. It's not the same. Jurassic World. Man, the fact that they took the park and made it into an actual park and like all these dinosaurs, you can interact with them and all these things. I'm like, nah, nah. They're dinosaurs. They don't think anything. Ah, yeah, you see? 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 And I know what you're talking about too, because I used to play the King Kong game. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. But yeah, I'll live life, guys. Live life. It is short. Hug your family. Tell them you love them. Even if they do you wrong. Jesus says forgive. And I know it can be hard to forgive. But once you do forgive that person, you will feel good about yourself. And there won't be regrets. You know? But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I just wanted to come on here and just talk about Hogan and how crazy it just happened. Condolences to his family. You know, Brooke Hogan. You know, Hulk Hogan in the match with Randy Savage in heaven. That's right. That's right. They're having the WrestleMania right now up in heaven. There's a full roster up there. Hulk Hogan and Andre is happening again. Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage is happening. Hogan versus Warrior. uh, Hogan versus Yokozuna. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And yeah, if you guys haven't I haven't been uploading lately. There's things still going on in my life. Things are. I'm okay. The wife is okay. She's actually downstairs. Um, I am. Only the live streamers gonna know this. I am refreshing the channel. I'm refreshing it all. Other than Ric Flair, we still have Undertaker. We still have Shawn Michaels. We still have Triple H. We still have Jake the Snake Roberts, DDP, Kevin Nash. We still have Ace Ventura. Jesse Ventura. We still have one of the Von Erichs. We still have Bret Hart. Yep, exactly. Yep, Jesse Ventura. Yep, we still have Bret Hart. Sergeant Slaughter. Yep, that's true. Yep. There's a few left, guys. That's crazy to think about. Seriously, there's not a lot of legends still left. Hillbilly Jim is still alive, right? Hillbilly? Or is he dead? I don't remember. Yep, Jimmy Hart still alive. Art Anderson, yep. Jim Ross, if you want to count him. Jerry the King Lawler. He's still alive. Okay, yep, he's still alive. Billy Gunn, he's in great shape though. Who else from those times? The Freebirds, yep. Oh my gosh, Wes. No, you did not. Y'all, Wes literally said half of Buff Bagwell. I am weak. Because if you guys don't know what happened to Buff Bagwell, he had his leg amputated. The Rock. All right. The Rock. Yeah. Even though he was very young when he started, but I get it. I guess what you say there, Lewis. Lex Luger, yes. Wes, sorry about that. No, Wes, you're good, brother. Don't be sorry. No, you're good. You're good, man. Sergeant Slaughter is the last person from WrestleMania 7 to be alive. Oh. Wait, what about Hillbilly Jim? Was he at WrestleMania? Was he even? Oh, man, I don't even remember. Yeah, that's crazy. Sergeant Slaughter. Well, Lex Luger is still alive, which is good. Kane. Yeah, I guess you can count Kane. OTC is the greatest. Original tribal chief. Yeah. But I do want to do another stream. Talk about SummerSlam. Yeah, probably today, later today. Somebody said Hornswoggle. the we nominal one swallow. That's great. Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate you guys joining the live stream and about Hulk Hogan. It sucks, but his legacy lives on, and we are very appreciative as wrestling fans. We appreciate everything he did for the company, and his. He is a vet. He's a vet for sure. He's a legend. He's an icon. He's immortal, and there'll be no other like Hulk Hogan. So God bless you all. Hug your moms, hug your dads, tip your waitresses. Tell everybody you love them and hold on to them, because life is short. And trust God. Love you guys. I'll see you guys later.